Okay, so today we are digging a water hole. We're a little late to the bandwagon, but I had this thought last year, and it was just, this was the only weekend that worked for us to get equipment home. So we have my dad, who's a heavy equipment operator. He is building the breast for us right now, and we're just gonna see how well it does, and we're gonna try to find a spot for a stand for this season. Today I'm going to be back here fixing the water hole. It's August 13th, and last week we had a pretty heavy rain that came through and filled this thing the whole way up, so we had high hopes, and now there's a hole in it. So I'm going to be back here trying to patch it. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to make a trail coming up through there, through that field back there. Because they bed right down over that hill. There's a swamp down in there, and then there's pines right in there. Hopefully I can funnel them in through there and either up the breast or around this tree and then right here onto the breast. Now the last thing that we have to do, now that the hole was plugged in the spring and I cut that trail coming out of here, now the last thing to do is pick a tree. Here, this hill behind me basically goes up to a field, so they want to come from down in the bedding up across. So we have to pick a tree up above the spring so that we can keep our ground set off the ground and also get in without walking straight past their bedding, because I just stand over there and I'd walk right there and I never saw anything because I'd always walk there and they would see me down in there coming through. So I'm gonna pick a tree up in there and then get it set, and then we'll show you what that looks like once we get it hung. Ladder stands, you want to make sure that your seat's level and where you set your feet, because if not, as you can see how we were taking this down, when Denton was climbing down it started to tip back because the ladder was too straight up and down. So we're going to try to level this so it'll be easier to climb and more comfortable to sit in. Okay, now that we're up here, we have the stand hung, and we are about 25-ish yards away from the water hole. We hope they can go down here, and then we'll be able to access from down there up through there and just come in and keep our ground set off the ground. Okay, so we're at the new spot now, and it's spot Caden had picked out for this year. He's currently climbing the tree now, and I'm just handing him up the sticks. This is going to be a permanent set, so we weren't worried about how portable it would be, so we have these older sticks that we're using to get up the tree, but we'll see how it goes.